So there are two very recent events have just occurred simultaneously, and we will analyze how this all this political geopolitical things goes. So first is US has passed the bill to impose tariffs on China and Russia if they keeps continuing buying Russian oil. On the other hand, the second thing happened is Trump presented a 15-point peace plan to Israel, and Netanyahu and the Israeli government rejected the peace plan. We all know why, because elections are coming in October, and that's a whole different thing. I will tell you some other day. So here are what two things have been happened. These two things shows how this world really works. First is Israel is this small, and Trump and America has to present peace plan, and they deny. On the other hand, Trump Trump and the US Senate can sue and impose tariffs on India any day. On any given day, they can do anything with India. They don't think India is any harm to them, because we all know that nobody can deny the fact that America is the greatest economy and the most strongest in this country, in this world. So you can't be showing our eyes to America. No one can be showing eyes to America. So Israel knew no one will be showing eyes to America in whether it's in economy, whether it's in defense, whether it's in anything. So what Israel did was, let's come into it afterwards. What 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 US government does with India? They literally plays with Indians. If it's not benefiting them keeping good relations with India, they will definitely damage the relations. And they knew the other government will come, the other prime minister or the same prime minister, they will make the relations good again, because they know, because India is heavily dependent on India is heavily dependent on US or the other countries, because being economically dependent on any country will not let a country become a superpower. And we don't want to be a superpower. Exactly, we can't be. If we can't be an economical power, what Trump says is we cannot afford another China. What it means is they the US will not let the India grow. So no one can stop the growth of any country, but USA is a country which can make constraints, which can establish obstacles to the growth of a country. So what Israel thought is the best thing to keep America in favor is to place. You can only be saved from a country if the leaders of their country likes you, or the leaders of their country follows you, or they are forced to follow or agree with you. So what Israel did was, Israel established a strong Jewish lobby in the America. What they did is, first the Jews are the nationalist, most nationalist you will ever find in any country, in any world. So what Jews did is, they first became rich. First thing of any guy, of anyone, is to become rich. Whether by using anything or by anything, you have to be rich. So they became rich, and afterwards they become up. They took some power in the business of and the businesses in the America. They hold some good investment banks, some consultancies. They own some good. So they established a Jewish lobby so financially strong that we all know that elections, first there's the order is to how a country work. Country will work according to the leaders' ideologies. Leaders' ideology will be fixed upon leaders can be leaders are the elected, which means election, which comes to the down to the election, and how the election is conducted is by money. money and the narrative, good narrative and a good leadership will be at the top. So one money is the most important thing in any elections in any country. We all know that. So what Jewish lobby did, that Jewish lobby became so rich, says that they made their the they gave donations to the political parties of America, whether it's dom- Democratic or whether it's Congress or what Republic. So what they did is they powered the politicians with money, which forced the politicians to agree the Jewish and conditions, which they were not like give money to Israel. They are not giving directly money to Israel, and Israel doesn't want that also. What Israel wants it's what Israel wants is some favor, because Israel was not a country 100 years before, so they have established themselves, and it's a world. That's that it works like that. If you are stronger, you can control US. If you can control the US, you can control the world. So what they did is, first they helped the politicians with money. So politicians are out to obey the Israel powerful people in the America, sitting in America. So big, and the first thing, they were out to agree with some demands, because they will not interfere in everything, but they will interfere in certain things which are related to Israel.